Yeah, YouTube. Today we're going to be showing you my dog room. So this is actually a detached garage just off my house. This is my Bulldogge Bam Bam. This is my little Chihuahua mixed beans. And basically there's some poop in the corner there. For any of you guys who maybe have a small house, have family who are allergic to dogs, just want a bigger area for your dogs to play, this is just kind of my dog room. It's not quite Pinterest worthy yet, but here's basically what I got going on. So we got about a 1.5 car detached garage. I live in the Chicagoland area, so I mean it is tough to keep it warm in the winter. What I have doing that is a little cadet heater here. This is actually only 120 volts. I got a 240 line running out there in the corner, but it doesn't seem to work. Didn't feel like paying an electrician. And I bought the house in the winter, so couldn't run natural gas. So, I mean, this is a 110 volt heater right here. Not going to work wonders, but I actually wound up insulating the garage, putting up drywall. I got the ceiling drywalled really nice. Wound up having to take down my garage door opener in order for this to go up and down. Here, what you see against the door there, that tarp, all that is a painting tarp. I grabbed that from Menards for, I don't know, 18 bucks or something like that. I think I maybe have 2 of them up there and maybe taped some plastic sheets just to keep, obviously, the garage door the least insulated part of this whole thing. This gate here is actually one of these octagon gates that can kind of form a pen. So if you wanted to, you could put your dogs inside the house in a pen. I believe it also came with some stakes. So if you want to put the dogs out in the yard and pen them in, you can stake it down so it's a little bit more secure. What I have heating their actual house, and I'll show you guys the house in just a second here. This is the actual dog house. So what I did here, I had some old doors lying around from Habitat for Humanity. I'm not especially handy, nor do I have a lot of tools, but wound up getting like some deck posts here. I think they're 4x4. Use that as a base just to get them off the ground. Wound up putting a 4x8 piece of plywood over it. What I have under the floor is this Panther Foam Insulation there. This is actually some recycled flooring that I had at my old house that we wound up tearing out, but kept it to put in here. In that back corner there, I'm still meaning to build a cage around it, but basically what that is a Poloni oil-filled heater. These are probably one of the most efficient heaters out there. They have a built-in thermostat. It doesn't get hot to the touch, very safe in terms of fire risk and things like that. Nonetheless, I am in the process of building a cage with some 1x4s around. So I'm basically going to put like chicken wire and build a cage just so that the dogs or no debris can get back on there. But I mean, that's pretty safe as it is. Threw a tarp over here to keep some extra warmth in. Got it insulated, got the ceiling insulated. And again, keep in mind, I'm not very handy and I managed to do this. This house is probably about 8 feet long by 4 feet wide, basically. Probably, you wouldn't want to have this. This is inside of a sheltered garage. You wouldn't want to have something like this outside, because an outside dog house, not only would I not keep my dogs outside, but even if you did, you want the dog house to be small enough that the dog's body heat can actually warm the house. I got another kind of cool device here. So, got a little thermometer. This actually comes with the remote. The remote is actually back in the corner there. So right now in the actual garage it's 66 degrees. In a dog's house it's 71 degrees. So I could probably actually turn the heater inside down a little bit. I had some foam that was screwed into here that basically act like a door to retain a little bit more heat, but my dogs continually tore it down and chewed it to pieces and peed on it. So wound up having to take that down. I think I'm going to hang either like an old piece of carpet or maybe a sheet of plastic, like, those car wash shades that you go through so that they can see through, but it also keeps some heat in. Stop licking your paws, buddy. Got all their toys and everything out here. I mean, I may wind up painting their names on the wall or doing something cutesy like you'd see on Pinterest. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is my dog room, guys. Chicago weather here. I'm able to keep it, in the 60s, even when it gets down to, negative 14 degrees with the wind chill or whatever. Got my little table with my Costco dog food. Kind of another clever thing, if you run out of poop bags, my big dog here takes giant craps, and those little poop bags that they sell in the bone things that clip to the leash don't quite do it. So I ordered these off Amazon. I basically got 1,000. They call them thank you bags or t-shirt bags. Got 1,000 of those. I use those to take my dogs for walks. But yeah, I mean, guys, basically, I mean, just a detached garage here. Put some R21 insulation in the walls. Wound up throwing down some Menards rollout laminate flooring. This stuff's only like 79 cents a square foot. Actually looks halfway decent in my opinion. But yeah, I got the doghouse in the corner there. You know, they stay nice and cozy in there. They got a bunch of room to run around and play. Kind of the reason I have this set up is because I basically downsized from like a 3,000 square foot house down to like a 1,000 square foot house. So it's kind of small. They don't have a ton of area to play. My dogs can be a little bit destructive, and also my girlfriend's really allergic to dogs. So all of us in that kind of confined space, it was bothering her allergies, and I'm not even as allergic to her, and it was bothering mine a little bit. So, you know, I got kind of a hangout area here, got a TV and everything for myself. I'm meaning to buy a little secondhand couch offer up and throw it out here. But yeah, this is my dog room, guys. So I know when I was looking for ideas for a dog room, looking for how to keep my dog room warm, looking for ideas for dog houses, everything I was finding was either like way too over the top or required way too much skill to build. I mean, this was pretty much mostly built from scrap wood and things like that. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So, I mean, I'll give you guys one more sneak peek around. We got the door there. I could probably insulate the door a little bit better. R21 cadet heater seems to keep the garage at a decent temp. And then, because this is such a small space to heat in there, these little Poloni's oil-filled radiators wound up doing a good job as well. So yeah, guys, this is my dog room. If you guys have any questions about how I put it together, any of the supplies or equipment I'm using in here, if you kind of want a rough outline of the kind of design of the doghouse I made, whatever, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Maybe I'll do some more videos like this, and thank you guys for watching.